past week, a 21-year-old student of the University of Lagos, Chidinma Ojukwu, has made the headlines for the gunson murder of a popular Nigerian CEO, Mr. Marital Ataga. In the wake of this incident, a vast majority of Nigerians have remained divided on whose shoulders the blame should fall for this avoidable tragedy. While some have blamed the late businessman for engaging in extramarital affairs, while others have blamed the 21-year-old student for equally being promiscuous. Now, this incident has opened up conversation where some people believe that we may have a point where polygamy should be adopted in order to curb the high level of extramarital affairs in the society. Right now, EKO HOT BLOG is on the street of Lagos to feel the pulse of Nigerians on the issue. Now the question is this: have we come to a place where polygamy has to be embraced? I am Kende Bashir. Just stay with us.
Personally, it should not and will never be embraced for any reason. Polygamy is an ill in our society. Our men sometimes think that the polygamy will solve some pressures from marriage, but it's not going to solve it. The Creator himself created one man and one woman. That was a foundation he laid for one man to marry one woman. Now, scripture references make it clear that a man will leave his parents and cleave to a woman. There is no room for a man living to cleave to two women. Now, I want to, of course, you know what has happened recently. Chidinma's case and the CEO of SuperTV, kind of, yes. Now the man is married, comfortably married, with due respect to the surviving wife. The man is respectfully married, responsibly married. Something, somehow, because he's having an interest in polygamy. Now he has a side chick, and we know how it ended. Let us imagine that this man had nothing to do with Chidinma. He will still be alive today. The action he has done has thrown the wife into an early widowhood, thrown the children into early fatherless. Now, and people are telling me that I should embrace polygamy. Why should I embrace polygamy? I know you want to talk about our forefathers who had married several wives, and I want to, if you do your research very well, you will discover that the number of wives the man married all lived in rancor. They were not. I am a product of polygamy. I know what sibling rivalry that we have passed through in my family. So I would never in any way encourage this generation, the next generation, 10 generations to come, or in fact, even 100 generations to come, to embrace polygamy.
I can't blame Chidinma very well because Chidinma is a lady. Are you getting the point? But I will lay my blame on Mike because Mike's supposed to be a man of himself, somebody that have a good wife and is a well-to-do and is looking outside. It shows that Mike is not responsible, number one. Number two, he's supposed to, maintain, or how do I put it? That is to defend men who has integrity. When you have one wife, is enough. Because what is in A is also in B. But the fact is that he's looking outside. It shows that he's not a real man. He's not responsible. So that's why this kind of a thing happens to them. Now let me bring it to spiritual. If he's a born again, can he go and carry another woman? Can God be happy with him? God cannot be happy with him. So he has a wife and be running away, going to hotel. Okay, let me ask you a question. When he want to go to Chidinma, did he told his wife? When he want to go to Chidinma, did he told his company? But he had brought shame to the company. He had brought shame to humanity. He had brought shame to God, who created him, and said, one man, one wife. That is what I rested my case.
I feel, to my own religion, we can marry as much as 4 wives, which I feel is acceptable. But then going again with family, polygamy and the likes, I really don't support it. Even with the fact that I'm a Muslim, I don't support it because it has to do with you building family from different mothers, and there will be some sort of disunity in that house. And cheating as well, I feel, is not attached to polygamy. Even if you have 4 wives and you cheat, you still cheat. It doesn't really boil down to how many wives you have. Some men have 1 wife, they don't cheat. And some have multiple wives, still they cheat. So then I just feel we should embrace love and do good. That's it.
For me, it's not advisable to be polygamous because we know what is that's caused in Africa. Because a lot of things have been happening between we being polygamous and we've experienced from our forefathers. So I'll never advise someone to go into polygamous. So him cheating on his wife, just should I just say, he just decided to flex around and it turned out to be a bad thing to him. Maybe other men will learn from that. That's the only thing I have to say. But for the case of Chidinma, it should be a huge example to each and every one of us who out there, those girls flexing around. They should just take their time and face their study. The future is very bright for each and one of us. So that's just it. But for me, I don't think polygamy is advisable.
Well, polygamy as it is, in the world, we don't have one religion. Each religion has different instruction. Polygamy involves marrying more than 1 wife. So if you're a Muslim, for instance, now, and we are talking of polygamy, it does not affect them as much as it affects Christians. Because in the Quran, which is their own book, you have an injunction to marry up to 4 wives. But where I have problem with them, they said you have to give them equal attention. But that is for them. But as Christians, in the Bible, it's 1 man, 1 wife. Then from the traditional African traditional worshippers, nothing is said about that. I remember polygamy came in because in those days we were more of farmers. We need more hands in the farm. So with the polygamy, you have more children, and then even your wealth is determined by the number of wives and what your farm or your yam ban can produce. And you need human beings, and the human beings will come through polygamy. But in the modern day, it's a different ball game. The economy does not encourage that. Now we have most of the things we are doing, and we are on ICT age, so we don't need so much of the human being, children, because we are no longer farmers. We work in the offices, and then so you are encouraged to limit your family through the number of wives you have. Because if you have 4 wives and they each give birth to 4, that's about 16. Which is okay. Somebody who is working on a salary of a certain amount, how will you take care of them? Because if you have children which you cannot take care of, they become a problem to you, to themselves, the society, and humanity in general. So whatever we are saying, apart from our religious belief, we also have to tie it to the socio-economic situation of the present day Nigeria.
And that's it from the street of Lagos. Some said polygamy is not the best, while others said if polygamy should be considered or embraced, it should have an equal treatment. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at EKO HOT BLOG. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment for us in the comment section. I am Kehinde Bashir. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.